Welcome to your 15-minute fiery gentle flow. To begin, you'll take your stability ball, place it under your tailbone with the feet on the mat, knees in the sky. Gently wiggle around or even massage. Just find a little bit of tension release before you get into some stillness. And when you're ready, close down the eyes and just breathe. You can place your hands onto your hips just to find that body connection. And cycle through nice deep inhales and exhales. On your next exhale, draw the arms up over your head. Walk them over to the right side of the mat. Just find a side stretch here. Exhale, move over to the left. Again, repeating gentle side stretch. And gently draw back to center. Hug the right knee in. Exhale, grab the left, drop the right. Bring the palms up over your head, one last stretch. We'll remove the ball and place it now just above the knees, so in the thighs. Give yourself a little wiggle, hug it in. And then we'll begin gentle circles. So interlace the fingers behind your head, elbows are open, chest is nice and long. Draw the knees over to the right, crunch it into center, and then back over to the left. Rotate back to center and over to the right. So we're repeating this half circle / rainbow shape as you draw the knees in, but the spine is imprinting nice into the mat and the rest of the body is deeply connected and strong. So just waking the lower core. If you need to drop the neck here, you can. And exhale, grab the ball, place it now above the ankles and gently fold the feet over the face, finding plow pose or a version of. Lengthen the legs into the sky and slightly draw yourself back down. Bring the knees into tabletop position. Interlace the fingers again behind the head. Elbows open. We'll begin dropping the knees over to the right, then center, then left. This time we're not crunching in, so we're finding a lot of strength and control with each movement. Make sure you go to the right, the center, then the left, back to center. Legs stay elevated so those feet do not drop. The challenge is to try to keep that rib cage nice and tight and the spine down. Exhale, release. Just draw the knees in here for a stretch. And then we'll place the ball under our tailbone again. Fingers lift over the over the shoulders, knees come to tabletop. We'll begin lengthening our left palm and our right foot out. So left arm extends, right foot extends, and then back to center. Continuing this on one side. With control, keep that rib cage in. So trying to imprint that spine lower so it's nice and tall and long. No curving, no back bending here. Feeling it in the core. And breathing and moving with control. And now we'll alternate. Right palm goes down, left leg extends. Continuing that, same motion, same breath, same control. You may feel a difference on each side. Maybe your range of motion varies, and that's okay. Just stay connected. Exhale, release. We're going to come up to seated so you can remove that ball. Keep the soles of the feet down to the mat. Feet are wider than the hips, knees are bent. Place the ball under your tailbone again. Just get nice and secure. It'll act like a nice little barrier for you. Draw the palms in front of you, fingertips long, and start to roll down and draw yourself back up with a nice tall spine, keeping the chest open. So shoulders are down from the ears, but the chest still has space. Now you can stay here, or you can interlace the fingers behind your head with the elbows open. Notice how, if you do change to this, how it feels different and how you might need to adjust slightly. Make sure you're still trying to elevate that spine, keeping yourself nice and long. Breathing deep. Just being mindful that you don't back bend too much here. Use the ball as a guide and as support. Begin starting to pulse as you fall back on your last one, pulsing it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch forward, allow yourself to forward fold, keep the legs and feet where they are. Breathe deep. Gently roll up. We're going to take the ball under our right foot this time. So make sure the ball is nice and even. So your knees are bent. Lift the left leg up. Draw the palms in front of you and start to crunch that left leg into your chest as you V-sit up. So with control, the palms stay long, fingers long. Crunch it in with your exhale. And press your right foot into the ball. On your next one, let the leg extend and start to pulse up. So gently pulsing, keeping the spine and chest tall. You're pulling from the leg here. Fingers are tall. This one is a little bit of a burner. And release. Moving on to the other side, ball comes under your left foot this time. Right leg lifts and start to crunch in and draw back down. Keeping the spine tall, shoulders back, fingers long. So we're finding space each time we come around, and we want to make sure that the crown still gives us length. You've got this. Keep going. Breathe deep. Make sure that ball stays stable. Your next one, your right leg lifts up and lengthens. Start to pulse it out. Breathe deep for these little crunches. And let it go. Draw the soles of the feet together. You can place the ball there as well in between your feet and gently roll forward for a butterfly stretch. Exhale, roll up. We're coming to tabletop position, so make sure the fingers are nice and spread and wide. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, the spine is tall, and the feet are tucked. Bring the ball in between your in your thighs, and then when ready, gently lift and start to draw the knees over to the right, center, and left. So we're offering a little twist here. There's obviously a theme in this class. So twisting it out, but notice that the spine stays tall as you breathe through. You're not lifting the hips too far, so they should be in line with the shoulders, and you're pressing into the earth with your fingers and your palms to keep that weight even. Breathe deep. twisting, and finding that center. Coming back, we'll start pulsing in center by lifting the knees slightly so that although they stay elevated, we're lifting a little bit higher. And again, being mindful that those hips do not go too far. Exhale, release, and send the hips back for a pike downward dog. Walk the hands to meet your feet and gently grab the ball, place it into the hands, lift up, and start to sit back into your chair. Begin pulsing with the arms up over the head, squeezing the ball. So shins draw back, tailbone is slightly under, and spine is gently tall. For an extra burn, you can alternate lifting the heels here, breathing deep. Begin inhaling over the head, stretch it out, place the ball now between the calves above the ankles. Start to walk your hands out to a plank. Send the hips back as you exhale to a downward or a pike. Taking whatever you need here to just float back and forth. You can find an upward dog to downward dog. You can take a cobra to a pike, whatever feels good. Just find some flow. There's no right or wrong way to do this here. Round, we're gonna walk our hands into our plank again, and then this time find a side plank. So we're bringing the weight onto the left side, right arm lifts up with the ball and start to twist under as you exhale, sweep the ball, inhale to come up. Try to keep the hips lower and use the full body for length. This time, gently lift the right foot, arm stays up, and pulse your leg up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Step the right foot behind you, lift the hips, wild thing, stretch it out. Draw the right foot to the top of the mat, drop the left knee, find a low lunge here for a stretch. We're setting up on the other side. Weight goes into the right side. We lift with our left hand in the ball. Exhale to sweep under. Lift and sweep. Being mindful to open the chest with control, using your whole body to engage. Keep the arm up over your head your next round, and that left leg is going to start to lift and pulse upward. Exhale, step that left foot behind, open up the hips, wild thing. Left foot steps to the top of the mat, right knee drops for a low lunge. Stretch it out. We'll begin, step to the top of the mat and just find Malasana squat. So press the ball in between your hands, spine is tall. Taking 1 or 2 breaths here. When you're ready, going to meet back down on the mat. Place the ball, if you choose, under the low back tailbone and lift the legs. Bring the hands to the hips and breathe deep. Slowly start to draw the legs down back to the mat. Remove the ball. Bring the knees into the chest, hug. Drop the knees over to the left, gaze comes over the right for a little twist here. Exhale back to center, draw the knees over to the right, gaze comes over the left, find the twist. And then draw back to center, soles of feet together, allow the knees to extend out, breathe deep for the next few minutes. Thank you so much for practicing with me. You can stay here as long as you need or take any other version of a Shavasana and allow yourself to rest. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one.